Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about Travis Clark because what he just did completely changes the tone of everything we've been seeing. After weeks of barely there appearances and a presence that felt distant, Travis Clark has now stepped back into the spotlight in a way that feels very intentional and impossible to overlook. This isn't subtle, and it's definitely not accidental. It raises one big question that people have been asking this whole time: what actually changed behind the scenes? What started as small, almost easy-to-miss appearances has now turned into a full family post that's changing the entire narrative in real time. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what Travis Clark is showing, what he's not saying, and why this sudden return might be telling us much more than it seems at first glance. Let's get into it. Travis Clark's latest move is finally giving a much clearer picture of a situation that, until now, has mostly been read through subtle clues and quiet appearances. After drawing attention due to ongoing speculation about his marriage, Travis is now re-emerging in a way that feels far more intentional. Previously, his presence had been limited and easy to miss, appearing occasionally in Katie's stories, briefly showing up in a slide from a photo post, or posting very rarely on his own account. That pattern created a sense of distance that people quickly picked up on. This time, however, the shift is noticeable because it is not just about being seen again, but about how he is choosing to be seen. For someone in the public eye, that distinction matters, and it immediately changes how everything is interpreted. His latest post, tagged in Waco, Texas, instantly stood out because it presented a full snapshot of his current life. Rather than focusing on one aspect, Travis shared moments that included Katie, Haley, and Harvey, making it the first time in a while that the family has been shown together so openly on his own platform. That alone already marks a turning point. The caption adds another layer entirely, reading, "No one more undeserving." And that's what makes me this grateful. It does not come across as casual or throwaway. Instead, it carries a reflective tone that suggests something deeper has been processed behind the scenes. The contrast between undeserving and grateful feels deliberate, almost like an acknowledgement of imperfection paired with a sense of renewed appreciation. It reads less like a caption and more like a personal statement. Looking at the content as a whole, what stands out is how complete the picture feels. There are warm family moments that look genuinely relaxed, with the kids simply being themselves rather than part of a staged scene. There are also social moments with friends, showing that his broader circle remains active and present. On top of that, there are interactions with Katie that feel natural and unforced, which is something people tend to notice immediately in situations like this. In the world of public figures, balancing personal life and public image is rarely simple. Yet this post manages to present both without feeling overly controlled. That balance is often a sign that things behind the scenes are more settled than they once were. Another detail that cannot be overlooked is the strong presence of faith throughout the post. Travis included visuals from a church setting, along with quotes that carry a clear message. One of them reads, "God is often using what we're asking him to change us." Another slide poses the question, how can I discern God's voice versus my own? Gather your group. Persist in prayer. Search the scriptures. These are not random additions. Content like this usually appears when someone is going through a period of reflection or personal growth. It adds context to the overall tone of the post and suggests that whatever has been happening has also involved a deeper internal process. Beyond the main post, Travis also shared a series of stories that feel more casual but still align with the same overall narrative. He labeled them Texas Dump, which immediately sets a more relaxed tone. The wording itself suggests spontaneity, as if he is no longer carefully curating every single detail. The stories include a mix of everyday moments, family time, and scenes from the same church environment. Nothing feels overly polished or strategically arranged. Instead, it comes across as someone returning to a normal rhythm of sharing after a quieter period. That shift in tone is subtle, but it plays a big role in how the content is perceived. When you compare this to the earlier phase, the difference becomes even more noticeable. During the height of the speculation, Travis's presence on social media was minimal and inconsistent. Most of the time, he was only seen indirectly through Katie's content, which left a lot of room for interpretation. People were piecing things together from small, scattered moments rather than clear signals. Now, that pattern has changed. His return through a full post and more active stories feels like a gradual reintroduction rather than a sudden comeback. It is more open than before, but still controlled enough to avoid oversharing. That kind of balance often reflects a situation that is improving, even if not everything is being said out loud. The visual details in the photos also contribute to the overall impression. The body language between Travis and Katie appears relaxed, with no obvious signs of distance or tension. Their interactions look natural, not overly posed or carefully constructed. In many cases, unresolved issues tend to show through subtle cues like posture or expression. Here, those signals are largely absent. Instead, what comes through is a sense of ease that suggests they are comfortable being seen together again. That alone carries weight, especially for an audience that has been paying close attention. The presence of the kids adds another meaningful layer to everything being shared. Haley and Harvey are not just included as background elements, but as central parts of the story. Their interactions look spontaneous and full of energy, which often reflects the overall atmosphere within a family. Children tend to mirror what is happening around them, and when they appear happy and at ease, it usually points to a more stable environment. Their role in these posts reinforces the idea that this is not just about appearances, but about a broader sense of normalcy returning. Taken as a whole, this is more than just a collection of photos and videos. It reads as a carefully shaped narrative, even if it is presented in a casual way. The reflective caption, the mix of content, and the strong spiritual undertone all point in the same direction. Travis seems to be in a phase of recalibration, where he is adjusting how he shows up both personally and publicly. There is no direct explanation of what happened or how things were resolved, but the signals are there for anyone paying attention. It is a form of communication that relies on tone and consistency rather than explicit statements. In the end, what this moment represents is not just a return, but a shift. Travis is not simply reappearing on social media. He is doing so with a different energy, one that feels more grounded and intentional. There is a balance between openness and restraint that suggests he is more aware of how he wants to present his life moving forward. For followers, that makes every detail feel more significant, because it is no longer just about what is shown, but what it implies. Right now, all signs point to one clear direction, and that is a transition away from uncertainty and towards something that looks far more stable and aligned. So, what do you think about this shift from Travis Clark? Does this feel like a real turning point to you, or is it still too early to tell what's actually changed behind the scenes? And now that he's choosing to show more again, what stands out to you the most from everything he shared? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is one of those moments that people are going to keep watching closely. If you want to keep following how this story unfolds and catch every new update as it happens, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.